All right, chat. This is a complete hard pivot and has nothing to do whatsoever with hurricanes, but it is one of those disgusting situations that I just wanted to, I don't know. I wanted to ponder it. I wanted to listen to it. I wanted to ponder it. It's Steven Crowder. It's something that I saw the other day when I was offline. It was on my Twitter feed. And I was pondering it. And I didn't talk about it on stream. I probably got distracted by some other stories, but this is how you know the fix is in. This is how you know that there's somebody in YouTube that's specifically making different rules for the far right on the platforms. If you're in the far right, you have a different set of rules than you do if you're a normie or you're on the left. Just content warning. This content warning for the next 15 minutes.
Frickin' Crowder. This is demented. Like, look, this dude, he's just an out and out bigot. I don't know what it is. Like, maybe he's getting tired with the sort of the racial bigotry for the time being, or maybe it's just he's getting tired with the transphobia for the time being. I mean, or it probably happened at a different part of the show, but just incredible misogyny. Now, again, this is coming up because, of course, there are abortion bans all around the country. And in some instances, there are supposed exceptions for rape or incest, the health or the life of the mother. And of course, we've talked about why those exceptions are just BS. You've got lawyers who are basically saying, we're not going to administer care. We've got to wait. We're not even going to give cancer treatment to women who are pregnant until they're very, very ill. You've got places like Mississippi, or I should say Tennessee, for instance, where they have a total abortion ban. But the real example there is that, like, they've got rape kit backlogs that take months. Yeah. Months and months. 50 weeks.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Sam, but when you have an abortion, when you need to have an abortion, particularly if a ban says it's a 15-week ban, it might be a timely procedure. You might not be able to wait for a rape kit.
No, I mean, there's no way. There's absolutely no. I mean, Tennessee doesn't have this problem because they have a total ban on abortion. They don't even have an exception for rape. But if you think that rape kits are just moving along in all these other states where rape prosecutions just fly through within 6 weeks, 15 weeks, 20 weeks, whatever.
Well, chat, let me just tell you something about the algorithm, right? Like, I have a proven history of watching leftist content. I'm subscribed to like all the big bread tubers. I've subscribed to Hasan. I watch Majority Report. I look at TYT videos. Like, my algorithm is about like the stuff I watch, the stuff I click is clearly overwhelmingly on the left, right? And yet I was like, okay, I'm going to look at shorts, right? I haven't watched a lot of TikTok. I haven't watched a lot of YouTube shorts. I need to watch more to kind of understand what are the tropes, what are the best practices, like how does this stuff work? Like how do people consume shorts? And what are the shorts that I'm getting recommended? I don't comment on the shorts. I don't like these shorts. I don't even watch them. Like, I scroll right past them within the first second or two. But yet, Andrew Tate shorts, misogynist shorts, random entrepreneurial hustle grifter shorts, Jordan Peterson shorts. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I don't get, why is the shorts trying to shove this in your face? And also the YouTube shorts algorithm is garbage. There's like these weird like scam shorts of like Elon Musk dubbed over with someone going, I am investing in this cryptocurrency. This is a really good cryptocurrency. Hi, I am Elon Musk. It's like, what the fuck is this shit? Because you're clearly on the left and you might still hate watch it to mauled, views are views, except I don't. I scroll past it. I don't. Yet it still was recommended right off the bat. And it's like, god damn, dude. Shorts algorithm is straight up using some kind of right-wing algorithm. No matter how much I press, I don't recommend. They just keep coming back. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. I get Jordan Peterson videos all the time. Maybe they all feature all Canadians care what he rambles about. Same with Tucker. It's insane how right-wing these platforms are. And it's like, what's going on? What the fuck's going on? I get way more Andrew Tate shorts than I do like Hasan shorts, as an example. And it's like, how is that possible? Is he not making any? Like, what's the deal? Is there none of the fan channels are making Hasan shorts? Corporate capitalist companies pushing right-wing content. Yes, that's what I'm saying.
It is that you have these exceptions for, you're nuts. So that's why, just to explain, like, what's getting under his skin here? Why is he going out there and basically saying rape doesn't exist?
Yeah.
First of all, his understanding of rape is like that of maybe an 8 or 9 year old child, maybe.
But an especially misogynistic one.
But yeah. But his just general understanding of what rape is, and then everything else that follows is the misogyny.
We're all against the rape, okay? Just to be clear. So what I'm about to say is not an apologist for the rapist, like that man at Walmart. Right. Clearly guilty of rape, of course, as she insinuated. Yeah. But understanding that rape is primarily a crime of, I don't know, you're going to say it's a crime of power. Okay, get it, whatever. It's primarily a crime of wanting to have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you. And
so you mean exercising your power over them, overcoming their resistance? Do you know what the word power means? Legitimately, when some right-wingers talk, I think they don't know what words mean. I legitimately think they're beyond stupid. Here's an example. Here's a definition. Power. The ability or capacity to direct or influence the behavior of others or the course of events. She had me under her power. If you rape someone, namely have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you, you are directing the behavior of others against their will. You have overpowered them. I mean, are you okay? How do you not understand this? I mean, this is the level of sophistication of a right-wing commentator. This is one of the top right-wingers who wants to deny that rape is a crime of power. Everybody understands that it's a crime of power. Everybody understands it's about a crime of brutality. Everyone gets that. You fucking idiot.
As she insinuated. Yeah. But understanding that rape is primarily a crime of, I don't know, you're going to say it's a crime of power. Okay, get it, whatever. It's primarily a crime of wanting to have sex with someone who doesn't want to have sex with you, and so you have sex with them anyway. Wouldn't it stand to reason?
I mean, there's not.
Rape is bad, but you know you're on the wrong track when you go down that road.
It is a violent crime that is not like someone I want to have sex with who doesn't want to have sex with me. That's not what that is. That is just his, maybe dating experience. But that's not what rape is. Continue.
That the victims of rape would usually, not always, generally be those who are most desirable sexually, considering the crime.
Maybe like the 5s to 10s.
I mean, like you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile.
No.
And this...
You absolutely do. This is why he's a dumb fuck. This is why he's a dumb motherfucker. People carjack and steal cars. In fact, many cars that are stolen are the lower end models because it's less defended. You could start the ignition block as crap. You could just stick a screwdriver in there and you could drive off with the car. Now, would you like to steal the Lamborghini? Yeah, but the Lamborghini might be a little bit more defended. And I hate to do this, chat, but we're going to be talking about this stuff very frankly, because the idea that rape is just a crime that happens to beautiful women, therefore, if you can't be raped if I don't find you hot, which is, I mean, I think that if a person expresses that kind of thought, death penalty. I don't think that there should be a redemption for that person. At that point, death penalty. Like, I don't know what to say.
And it's always ladies like that who are claiming they're
Pause it. The reason why
in the crime.
Maybe like the 5s to 10s.
I mean, like, you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile.
No.
And it's always ladies like that who are claiming they're
funny.
The reason why you can make this analogy is because women to him are simply a commodity. That's why you can compare it to a 98 Oldsmobile. Mm-hmm. And the idea that, like, apparently, like, that rapists are, you know, sexually attracted to their victims. This is really, really, really horrible. I mean, just incredibly destructive stuff, because you understand who he's talking to, too. Like,
and who gets raped, by the way. It's not just, you know, hot women at parties, dude. You know, children get raped, too.
Children get raped. Grandmothers get raped. I'm sorry, this content is going to become very... This is why I said content warning. We're going there. We're going there right now. And I know a lot of you know this because of firsthand experience, so I apologize that I'm talking about this topic. But this is one of the most popular right-wing commentators on the internet. All right? This is one of the most popular right-wing commentators on the internet. This is what's being blared out to impressionable young minds and regular run-of-the-mill conservatives who watch content on YouTube. And this is not being moderated. Pro-rape propaganda. Absolutely. I mean, we can't let it drop. We have to say something. We can't let this exist. He's as vile could be. This is your enemy. What can he say?
Children get raped. So, I mean, are you comparing them to different kinds of cars, like a hot Lamborghini or an old beat up, you know, Lemon or whatever? Give me, like, that he's completely ignoring that element of it as well.
Oh, it's grotesque. Continue.
terrible sexually, considering the crime.
Maybe like the 5s to 10s.
I mean, like, you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile.
No.
And it's always ladies like that who are claiming they're raped. I've searched, and I could be wrong about this.
Claiming.
There are many, right? How many times have I been to a Change My Mind? It's always a blue-haired, would-be lesbian feminist who claim they're raped. As far as I know, not one Victoria's Secret model has been raped.
I mean, like, I don't even pay attention to this much, but, like, I know he did research. He did some real hard research, but on the other screen, as he was saying that, I typed Victoria's Secret model sexual assault, and the 0.63 second result was Angels in Hell, the culture of misogyny inside Victoria's Secret. The Times investigation found widespread bullying and harassment of employees and models. Bella Hadid, other models harassed by Victoria's Secret executives. Victoria's Secret ad executive Ed Razak accused of sexual assault and harassment. Victoria's Secret models were sexually harassed. 1997. Models slam disturbing claims. Forget the panties. Victoria's Secret executives accused. So wait a minute. He did extensive research.
In the crime?
Maybe like the 5s to 10s.
I mean, like, you don't carjack a 98 Oldsmobile.
No.
And it's always ladies like that who are claiming they're raped. I've searched, and I could be wrong about this.
Claiming.
There are many, right? How many times have I been to a Change My Mind? It's always a blue-haired, would-be lesbian feminist who claim they're raped. As far as I know, not one Victoria's Secret model has been raped.
First off, like what? Not one? Is he saying, like? First of all, undoubtedly, the numbers of rapes in this country are extraordinary. The idea that, like, not one Victoria's Secret model's been raped.
Peep 719, thanks for the tier 1. I think a lot of Victoria's Secret models don't go around going, let me discuss my rape. But you have to be beyond brain. You have to know no women to think this. Maybe women don't trust Steven Crowder enough to open up to him in the most basic level. Every woman that I know has told me a story of sexual harassment and assault. And yes, Many women have to strategize, like, oh, you want to go out? Let's want to go out dancing. They have to strategize a plan to protect themselves. Every woman is a security consultant when they go out because they have to be, because they're gonna be groped, they're gonna be harassed, they're gonna be assaulted. Just going to the fucking bar, they have to have a plan. They have to have a crew. Like, are you fucking kidding me? How little do you know about being a woman? Incredible. And the other thing that really blows my mind is every American knows about prison sexual assault. Everybody who gets arrested in this country, it's one of the first things people say is pound me in the ass, prison. What, you was that consensual? Were you going to prison to have forcible gay sex? I mean, like, this is something that is talked. It's widespread. It's a topic of humor. It's so commonly known. People legitimately are frightened of the assaults they're going to get while in prison in this country. Sexual assault and rape is rampant in prison. We literally message each other locations and times so friends can keep track of our whereabouts when we go out. Yeah, exactly. I remember a New York Post headline when the subway guy was convicted about him expecting a foot long in prison. Sadly, this fucking mentality is so pervasive. People are either dumb or evil on the right, so there's no middle ground. Yes, I know. That's one of my axioms. If somebody is a conservative, they are either profoundly stupid / ignorant, or they're evil, or they're comfortable with evil. Like, this is the way people understand it.
We're not going to white-collar resort prison. No. We're going to federal pound-me-in-the-ass prison.
I don't want to go to any prison.
Like, this is a well-known, like, what? So are you a 5, Steven? Are you a 10? Like, what's going on? It's not just Crowder. Here's a congressman.
Our America is a pro-life nation, proudly. Have you watched these pro-abortion, pro-murder rallies? The people are just disgusting. Like, why is it that the women with the least likelihood of getting pregnant are the ones most worried about having abortions? Nobody wants to impregnate you if you look like a thumb. These people are odious on the inside and out. They're like 5'2", 350 pounds, and they're like, give me my abortions or I'll get up and march and protest. And I'm thinking, march? You look like you got ankles weaker than the legal reasoning behind Roe versus Wade. A few of them need to get up and march. They need to get up and march for like an hour a day, swing those arms, get the blood pumping, maybe mix in a salad.
Accused of buying, Matt Gaetz, by the way, chat, has been credibly implicated in a conspiracy to purchase sexual services from underage girls.
The idea that, he's denying the existence of rape here.
Yeah.
He's a guy who, he talks about those change my mind. He did a change my mind that was rape culture is a myth.
He is trying to claim essentially that all these, like, rape can't exist because only ugly women have come to me and said that they were been raped.
And isn't that suspicious because who would rape them is literally his logic.
I mean, did he look at the Harvey Weinstein scandal at all? Because those were sexual assaults on women who were in the acting field, so that immediately disproves his thesis. But I mean, he also just, like, he doesn't have the ability to understand. Well, he's commodifying women as well, but I lost my train of thought. I had something.
Yeah, I mean, it's all
like, I literally just put Victoria's Secret model sexual assault into Google, and the very top response was culture of misogyny, angels in hell, an expose about sexual assault and harassment in Victoria's Secret by executives toward the models. So even in the example of really hot women, Victoria's Secret models, they are getting raped. They're getting sexually harassed. They're getting assaulted. Of course they are. They're women in America.
Just garbage. It's disgusting. But it is the logic that would appeal to, like, a 12 or 14-year-old child. Boy, I mean, these are the people who are watching the show, incidentally.
Yeah.
And I know this doesn't matter, but there was an investigation from the New York Times in June of last year that was entitled "Angels in Hell: The Culture of Misogyny Inside Victoria's Secret." So I don't think they're immune to being ogled and harassed and assaulted by disgusting people like Steven Crowder.
But either way, it's like whether it's unattractive women lying about it or the attractive women, it's the women's fault and something about them that leads to the rape,
without a doubt,
like male violence.
There are many, right? How many times have I been to a change my mind? It's always a blue-haired, would-be lesbian feminist who claim they're raped. As far as I know, not one Victoria's Secret model has been raped.
And they have wings.
Not one.
What are the odds?
Old asshole Nate.
Maybe they were going to be Victoria's Secret model, and then...
That's exactly it.
And then the blue hair.
Until someone lightly brushed their arm at Walmart.
Yeah.
And they gained 300 pounds because of it?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I'm just sorry. It's always,
but like the lightly brushed their arm at Walmart.
Right.
This woman was attacked at Walmart by a guy and had the guy to be pulled off by bystanders. Like, what is this riff?
It's, I mean, someone just wrote rape apologist piece of shit. I mean, this is actually sort of like denying rape as well.
And he has people who were accused on his show before.
Well, I mean,
surprise, I'm sure.
The thesis here is that ugly women aren't going to get raped because they're ugly and non-desirable. And so rape is always through the prism of my own sexual desire and my perception of women as either worthy of being raped or not worthy of being raped. And the women that are attractive haven't said to me personally that they have been raped. The women that I've encountered who'd said that they were sexually assaulted, I find them unattractive. So I'm going to make the assumption that rape doesn't really happen because then it would only happen to attractive women. Like, this is the mindset that this disgusting mindset that he has, and it's all really just through his own perspective of the world. There's no acknowledgement that other people have experiences that aren't filtered through his own eyes.
Secret model, and then
that's exactly it.
And then the blue hair.
Until someone lightly brushed their arm at Walmart.
Yeah.
And they gained 300 pounds because of it.
Yep.
Yes.
It's always a rape that's completely unverifiable.
Right. Yeah.
And it's always used, for example, to justify cutting in line.
Right.
I'm just saying, if you're just playing the odds game, you would think that, like, if rape is horrible, but if I'm a rapist, I'm not a rapist. I'm anti-rape. But if you've crossed that threshold. You say, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to be a felon. I'm going to inflict violence upon a woman. I'm going to have sex with a woman who doesn't want to have sex with me back. So now the barrier to entry is removed. The woman doesn't want to have sex with you back. Wouldn't you pick the one you most want to have sex with?
That's how that works. Rapists just get their pick of the litter.
Militant Apathy, former police officer IMing, worked several rape cases. If you could look at the case files, it would break your brain. This is a very, very violent crime.
And you know what this also feeds into is, say a woman is raped, well, what was she wearing? I mean, she stirred my sexual desire, and so then it was probably just a miscommunication about...
Well, no, it's not even like that. Like, she's giving him way too much benefit of the doubt. He would say that by wearing slutty clothes, you are consenting to have sex with any man who desires you. So you are signaling sexual availability. So if a man takes advantage of it, well, he was just doing what you were giving mixed signals. When you wore that dress, you wore that low cut top, you were saying to every man, you may have sex with me. And so when you said no, you were sending mixed signals so you need to make sure you don't send mixed signals. That's what Steven Crowder would say. Steven Crowder would say, by wearing what you wore, you were inviting it. So therefore it's not rape. And if you, just to underline this point, as somebody who has taken, and experienced many of these type of cases while at law school and working at law firms, sexual attractiveness, according to some sort of arbitrary standard, has absolutely nothing to do with rape, because rape is an individual instance of somebody who is not you committing an assault on someone else. So your perception of the sexual attractiveness of the victim has no bearing on the rape, idiot. And how do you know this? if you just search grandmother raped, one of the most horrible things that you can type, it's story after story after story after story of grandmothers getting raped all over the world. All right? It has nothing to do with, wow, this woman's a 10. Therefore, she's at risk of rape. Just think about the logic of what Steven Crowder is saying, right? Like, okay, if you're below a 5, then you can't be raped because who would rape you? So we're just going to ignore all the other evidence that you were raped, including your testimony, because you're not hot enough. But what if you are hot enough? Are we going to lock you down? Are we going to put you in a burqa? Like, what exactly is the logic here, Steven?
I wanted to have sex. She didn't want to have sex, and she's calling it a rape, but like that skirt was so short.
You can avoid rape by not looking so attractive to the rapist.
I mean, come on.
I mean, this is
like, how is this guy not deplatformed? I'm sorry. This shouldn't. YouTube needs to get its shit together. Like, this is rape apology on for millions and millions of people. I don't care if I'm called some sort of like
censorious authoritarian.
Yeah, get him off this mainstream platform now. This is absolutely vile, disgusting stuff, and there should be no place for it on this platform. He can go and have his own, InfoWars kind of thing where it's a subscription service. Fine, do whatever the hell you want. I'm not censoring you. You still have the right to an internet, and you'll still make a ton of money, I'm sure. But get him off this platform.
I wonder what he uses.
Report the video, people. Seriously.
I mean, he's got that gun. I wonder what he uses it for.
He tweeted out something weird yesterday too. This was just. I guess he was just thinking about rape a lot yesterday. There's a difference between rape and regretful sex, he tweeted out. If you just want to parse that. It's the difference between rape and regretful sex. I just don't understand what that is. Like what he's tweeting at, why you tweet that out. It's a very strange thing. Like,
well,
unless you're getting ahead of something.
It is a Cernovich level of rape denial. And the idea that there's no such thing as date rape, right? I mean, that's what he's basically arguing here. That maybe there's somebody out there that has had sex and has decided they didn't want to, and now that's not rape.
Pretty bleak to be speaking for the guys who are like, oh, she's saying it's rape, but she actually just had such an unpleasant time that she's decided to make this sort of lie about me. Ridiculous.
And this is why the rape incest exemption is such BS, because they'll still say, hey, states can make this determination, and yet this is the mindset of the same people that want to ban abortion, is that rape isn't even real. So we shouldn't even be engaging in the rape and incest exemption conversation, because it's just a fig leaf for their own theocracy and their desire to control women. They don't actually care about those things, because for them, there's no real rape. There isn't even really rape. So if you are pregnant, you deserved it. Doesn't matter if you're 14, doesn't matter if you're 16, doesn't matter if it was against your will, you deserved it.
And of course, he also said, rape, it's not verifiable.
We know that's the problem. That's the problem with the crime. That's why it's difficult to solve it. And because of the mindset of people like you. They don't care about rape. They want men to be able to do whatever the hell they want. And he uses his platform with millions of viewers to advocate for that.
It really is disgusting. It really is disgusting.
And there are models after models who've said they've been accused, that they've been sexually assaulted as well. So just, it's also just a lie.
Should we save the Ben Shapiro for tomorrow, or that seems to have legs anyways?
Sure.
Let's talk about Don Bolduc.
Yeah. I'm sorry. That just really made me angry.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, just you head it off.
Margot,
I think about say I have a fan of one of my friends gets sexually assaulted, and that kind of perspective. It's just really it's gross. So.
I mean, you shouldn't have to become emotional, and I have my heart goes out to Emma here, because it's so obviously batshit crazy, and you have to legitimately never, ever have talked to a woman or more importantly, and I think this is true of Steven, you've never had the trust of a woman. You know? If a woman hasn't told you that they have been sexually assaulted or raped in your entire life, then no woman has ever trusted you. And that says what it says about this motherfucker. Like, god damn, dude. I think the other point that you should take advantage, you should not acknowledge when Steven Crowder is talking about these people, he's talking about his political opponents. And he has fully dehumanized anybody he perceives to be on the left. If they're on the left, according to Steven Crowder, you can't be the victim of rape. And when he says that, he's signaling to his audience, you can rape leftists. That's the logical corollary of what he's saying. This is a threat. You should interpret it that way. You should understand that the mentality of this type of person is condoning rape, assault, murder of leftists. It's becoming the politics of the right in America. Is it scary? Sure. But it's better to be aware of this and oppose it now while we still can. Is there a link we could report, or is that some type of harassment Twitch cares about? What are you talking about? When it happened to my sister at 12, how was it her fault exactly? Crowder is such a demon. It's not her fault, obviously. Being sexual assaulted is never your fault. How to report Crowder? Anyone who wanted to actually do something about Crowder's rape apologia, report it to YouTube. He's very close to getting booted from the platform. I don't know if that's actually true. Hopeful. Possible. The clip starts around 8:30. Only watch a few seconds before pausing so he doesn't get any watch time. All right, so... Oh, wait. Fuck. What the fuck? I clicked the wrong thing? There it is. All right, so what you do is you go to this... Wait, did he not? The clip starts at 8:30. Okay, so we go to 8:30 and you hit pause, and then I guess you hit report. So this is hateful or abusive content, right? Promotes hatred or violence. And then you would just go to next, rape, apologia, and denial of victims of rape. Let's just go ahead and click report there, and let's hit the close. Go ahead and close that. This whole spiel made me want to rage. He's a piece of shit. I mean, legitimately, that's part of the purpose, right? The purpose is to get clicks and get attention because he's a vile piece of shit. But, you know, deplatforming happens, chat. There's no such thing as being canceled, but you can be deplatformed. Are you watching the stream unsubbed? You're making income inequality worse. You are doing anti-praxis. We are the only Twitch stream that will not accept scam advertisers, and I will never fuck you over by selling you crap.